A one, two, a one, two, three, four.
Hello and welcome to Little Miss Moffat. Today I'm going to take you through our Sonlight Instructor's Guide so that you can see how our curriculum works. This is the Instructor's Guide. It has everything that we need to know for planning for 36 weeks of homeschooling. I love the guide because it keeps me on track. I have so many things to think about during the week, during the day, during every kind of moment. Moms, you know how it is. And so this gives me one less thing that I have to think about or I have to plan and I have to prep for. So this is a look inside our instructor's guide. This year we are doing kindergarten, Intro to the World Cultures. It's level A. So we start off with our world map, which is really cool. Lydia loves this because we can go find the numbers and the letters and match them up to the place on the map. And we've been studying Egypt, so we've been looking at that. Next, we have our little introduction bits. And it just takes us through our table of contents, Intro to the World book list, how to assemble your instructor's guide, schedule and notes, quick overview, got our language arts kindergarten, just a really quick introduction before you begin about the instructor's guide, readers, which will be fantastic because we're starting reading this year, sounds, letters, and easy words, just takes you through the book list. Science A, again, just gives a quick little overview of our biology, botany, and physics. Take you through helpful hints, activity sheets, practical suggestions, which I love. Anything that helps make our days easier is wonderful. Plus, it says what's in the science supplies kit. Amazing. Okay, so this is what week 1 looks like. Week 1, they have all of your subjects down here. So we have Bible, we've got Bible storybook, memorization, sing the word, which is really fun because we can listen to the song, sing along, and learn God's word in the process. We have history and geography. These are really fun because the Usborne Internet Linked Children's Encyclopedia links you to the internet. It's in the title. But you can go on and get extra facts. The Boxcar Children was our reader for this week, and the following too. And Lydia loved it. She thought it was fascinating that some children could live in a boxcar. The Llama Who Had No Pajama is a book of poems. Mother Goose, we love Mother Goose. Create a calendar, field trip, practical life skills. They give you an activity because they encourage you to go on at least one field trip a month, and you can just write it in there. I've written our math schedule in here because we're doing it slightly differently than the one that comes with the math book. So I've written it in there. And then you have your day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can also get a 4-day schedule. Okay, this is how I tick off our days. Instead of putting a tick mark next to it, because I think it makes the whole book look really cluttered, instead of putting a tick mark next to it saying that we've done it, I just put a lovely highlighter line through. And if I happen to use the same instructor's guide for any subsequent children, I can just pick a different color and we can know which things we've done. And then we mark off the day when it's completed. And I love a tick list. So that makes me feel really productive every day. And then behind, it shows us our quick start information, extra questions to ask, people to put on your timeline. It just gives you extra encouragement and extra activities, things to discuss after you read, field trips, try making your own homemade shelter in the backyard. We haven't done that, so I haven't highlighted it. But that's something that we could always flip back through. And maybe on a week where we're off of school, we could pick up some of the extra activities. Then this is our Language Arts K section. First letter that they're learning is F. We go through our letter pictures, get ready for the code, handwriting without tears, and creative expression. Lydia needs a lot of repetition to really make it stick because she's a very active learner, and just sitting and looking at something doesn't make it stick. So we do all of the extras because the more repetition she gets physically makes it stay. And then she's actually learning. Stories, tell me about you, hit the library, letter pictures, play I Spy. Just a really good idea to keep reiterating those letter sounds. Creative expressions, so all of those things are there. And then they have handwriting pages. And you can either do it with the handwriting without tears section or reason for handwriting or Getty Doobie. And then we have our F letter pages. So she loves these because she can glue them on. She loves gluing. We're building their vocabulary as they learn. They have that for all of our read alouds. It's great because it brushes up on my vocabulary as well. Instructor's Guide resources. So we have Intro to World Cultures, Scope and Sequence. We're going through the Bible and our memory verses. Timeline, figure schedule. We love our timeline book. We'll have to take you through that on another video. Appendixes for schedules, topics, and skills, which is so great. So you have things like phonics practice, writing skills, language and phonics activities. I need to remember that these are here in the back. Glossary of phonics rules. We've got our pictures that we cut out and we add to our letter pages. So it gives her a visual of the letter. And then our big ones, you can use them for flashcards, but we already have flashcards, so we added them to our letter pages. And we were traveling, so I wanted to keep them in even though they were cut up. And then you also have your cutout answers for your science sheets, which are in your weekly breakdown. So I love our instructor's guide. I love that it is so handy. That's the least favorite part, putting it back. If anyone has an easier way to flip them over, let me know. One thing that's really great is they have optionals in there, so if you don't have time, you can leave it. That's how I laid it out, how I set it all up, exactly the way they say to in their instructor's guide breakdown. Another interesting thing, when I was homeschooling, my mom had all of this, but without the page numbers inside and without all of the books down the side. She had to write everything in and plan out her own schedule. So thank you, Sonlight, for simplifying it. This simplifies our homeschool day, and it takes out the guesswork of what we should do next, and it keeps track of our progress. Thank you, Sonlight. I don't receive any reimbursements for the things that I say on my channel. They are all things that we use in our day-to-day life and that I love. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, tell me what you use for your homeschool day and what keeps you on track. Thank you for watching. Bye!
If you're looking for flowers to pick, if a bouquet is what you're making, then pick me.